Hello, everyone, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 6. And I left the volume up for maybe the fourth time in this whole entire season. Welcome to Week 6, the final week to prove yourself. There's a lot of 3-2 and 2-3 teams coming into this season. This week, and it's going to be a big brawl out for right now. Today is the Sokena Producers at home at Estadio Vida, going against the number 3 non-beaters. The Sokena Producers, since I last checked, have a 2-3 record, so they're hoping to pull out a win for this one to even out their record. And the non-beaters are at a 4-1. Or actually, the non-beaters are number 2. Excuse me, sorry. But the non-beaters are at a 4-1, hoping to hold off and maybe grab a 5-1 to compete with the Cuckoos of Shea so far. But without further ado, I'm your host, Sokena.
And I'm your co-host, Alex.
Alex last week achieved something that I thought wasn't going to happen until this week. He achieved a full week in the KKRLA commentating. All right, without further ado, you mind hitting that spectate button for us, Alex?
All right, let's do this.
Yes, let's do this. Starting off with the first tip between the two teams, and going to start the 5-minute clock of Week 6, the final week to prove yourself. It'll go over into the non-beater side immediately. The Sokena Producers are looking to draw the first blood, which they do.
Goal.
Wow. All right, while we're in the middle of this, we're going to go into the second tip, but let's name off our players. On the Sokena Producers, it's Salty, Slider, Jester, and Poncho.
For the non-beaters, we have Stinger, Hound, Miles, and Casper.
In case you don't know, Alex, just in case, it's Myrtle, because I'm not sure what you might have said for Myrtle. All right, now we can get to full brew commentating, and that's one of the rare times that we've been able to name the teams without a team scoring. Slider will grab control by also getting demoed, the first demo of the match so far. And Poncho looking to grab the second goal to put the Sokena Producers up 2-0 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Remember, this team originally had the most goals in the KKRLA regular season game with 7, but got beat out by Kena Club. So, what does this look like to you, Alex? A take back? Honestly, who knows at this point? Salty trying to carry it out, going to send it over to Hound. Jester will block. Amazing block, and Alex, here you go. Here, commentate for us.
All right, this game is we hope to see good from this game, and it looks like it's going to the middle, which is probably going to go to the non-beater side, and it looks like the non-beater, the Kena gamers are, I mean not the Kena gamers, so Kena Producers are pushing the non-beaters to their side.
Don't worry. I had a lot of mix-ups Saturday. And they're making it 3-0. Are you serious? I mean, what I find is that this is insane. They've so far, well, that was an assist by Jester. Slider grabbing their first goal. Jester, the only one left without a goal so far. Oh, there's Poncho grabbing the 4th goal already.
Could they break the tie? That's not just...
You probably just jinxed it right there, but with the way that they're playing right now and the way that they're playing it, I mean, the non-beaters have really got to, like, put it all together, but Sokena Producers have been pulling out like crazy. If they want to beat the record, they need to get double digits, which would be really hard to do. And there was a missed attempt. We saw Myrtle shoot across our screen, and there goes Hound for the long shot. Gets it to go. Making it 4-1 with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock. Here we go into the 6th tip. Alex, take it away.
Well, that was an amazing goal we saw right there, and we are going into our 5th tip. Both of these teams are really trying their hardest not to mess up. But it looks like the non-beaters are really trying to in the game.
Salty tried to make a shot, was unsuccessful. Jester's really got to come in there and hit it. He keeps the ball up over in the non-beater's side. And I'll give it away to you, Alex, for the until the 2 minutes and 30 seconds mark.
Looks like it's on the non-beater's side, and they're really trying to get it out the way, to get it out their side. Looks like the non-beater's really pushing. Have been pushing it, going back to the non-beater's side. It's dangerous here, blocked.
All right, and I'm back. It went a bit past the 2 minute 30, and Poncho with an amazing save to start off the saving continuum. And there's a 5-1 by Slider. Most goals have usually been scored in the second half of the game, past the 2 minute 30 mark on the clock. So we're gonna see if the Sokena producers can really pull out here, or if the non-beaters can make the best comeback I've seen so far. Stinger already wanted to get that ball in there. Slider will try to hit it off into the wall. Casper's going to try to keep it in there for just a bit longer. Salty can try to send it away. Alex, you take.
Well, it looks like there's getting a tense between the Rangers and
Salty probably isn't going to get that far shot. Myrtle did not need to hit that. Barely off into the corner. Poncho trying to keep it alive. Amazing save by Casper. It's back and forth. So far on this play, it's been back and forth. They're really trying to get it in there.
Kind of unlucky to see.
They've been fighting back and forth to make it 6-1, which would be an impressive shot. And I mean, if you're looking at the score right now, do you really think the non-beaters truthfully deserve that number 2 spot?
Oh, sorry, I was a little bit loud there. Can you repeat it? Can you repeat that again?
So, if we're looking at the score right now, do you think the non-beaters truthfully deserve that ranking spot of number 2?
I really don't know. It all depends on how they form and how they play the game.
Jester hoping to get something off of this. Hound will send it off target. Keep it up in the air. Myrtle will send it down. I mean, you can't lose all hopes just yet. Salty wants to come in and hit that off bound. Stinger tried to make something out of it. I mean, in this so far, it's just a beatdown. Jester with a save, blocking Stinger's shot. Sokena producer so far just trying to keep the non-beaters away from any sort of score. Poncho will hit it away from the goal line.
Hey Zay, weren't the non-beaters the Kena Invitational champion?
No, that was the 8-bit Legends. The non-beaters were the 3rd place. I mean, and that's Myrtle getting a pretty nice, Casper getting a pretty nice goal with the assist by Myrtle. Myrtle tried to keep it up there. Casper just wanted to make sure it'd stay in there. 17 seconds left on the clock for anything mostly to happen here. The non-beaters really hoping to get some big time momentum started, but Jester will hit the 6th goal for the Sokena producers to really put that big nail in the coffin. It's just been a beatdown from here on out. I mean, the non-beaters have really made their attempts, but they'll have to get really lucky if they want to fees a comeback.
Looks like it was just a beatdown, saying the non-beaters are really losing their spot.
Oh, that was almost an amazing shot, but Poncho will block that final shot attempt. The Sokena producers will come out with the win, 6-2. The non-beaters will hold on with a loss, making their record 4-2 to end out the season, and the Sokena producers will end off with a 3-3 record. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to tune in on Selection Sunday. This Sunday, where I revealed the teams that will be making the playoffs, the 2 teams that will be making the bowl game, and the bottom 3 teams. But it will go in that reverse order because, well, it makes for more suspense. And Jester will take the MVP with 436 score with 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 2 shots, filling out the scoreboard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the after-game talk with your host, Sokena.
Co-host, Alex.
Well, let me just say that was an impressive performance by the Sokena producers, making it 6-2, making it seem just like a little just a beat down from then and from there. That's most of what I can truthfully say. Now, if I can get their net rankings here to load up, I would really enjoy that. But let's talk about the game. The game overview is just a simple beatdown. I mean, the non-beaters tried to make some sort of comeback within the last minute, but you can't really do that when you're really close to losing. Alex, what's your game overview?
Well, that game was kind of just a beatdown for the non-beaters. The non-beaters lost by, I believe, 4 goals, which is kind of sad. And we hope next season they can do they can probably improve.
I mean, they still might just have playoff chances. But the Sokena producers just currently out of play-in position, only in for bowl game. They're number 8 net ranking, but this win might send them up a bit. I mean, even to beat the number 4 or number 3 was a pretty good shot. Let's get into the offense defense pieces of this time around. The Sokena producers offense played pretty well coming in correlated. They knew that if they didn't win this game, their playoff or play-in hopes were probably done for. So they wanted to even out their score with a 3-3 to hopefully get somewhere in there. Alex, what's your overview of the Sokena producers offense?
The Sokena producers offense played incredible, scoring 6 goals on the. They scored 6 goals on the offense team. I mean, no. They scored 6 goals the
On the
opposing
non-beaters?
team, non-beaters, and it kind of a smackdown on the non, kind of unexpected for this
Can't,
game.
can't even agree with you more. Dang, that's sad. We've had no viewers throughout the whole stream.
Man,
People don't like us.
I'll give you a cookie if you join.
Well, we do have one view, but I don't know about that. Now let's get into the Sokena producers' defense. Their defense played pretty well, getting some nice saves and some nice off-target touches. They played pretty well, getting some quick goals and also making the first blood off of trying to get the tip. I don't even know why I'm mentioning that now, even though I'm talking about defense, but hey, who said it wasn't worth it? Alex, what's your overview of the Sokena producers' defense?
Sokena producers defense played incredible, and they really
What'd you say there?
I said that they did incredible, and that they blocked a lot of goals from the non-beaters, which we saw. And at the end of like probably like the 2 minute mark, we saw them. No, I believe it was like somewhere in between the last second when they were about to, where the
Score the
non-beaters
final
were
goal.
no, where the non-beaters were about to score their third goal in the last second, but we saw, I believe it was Pancho who blocked that amazing, opportunity from, I believe was, uh, I forgot the name, but blocked an
Gasper,
amazing goal.
maybe? Okay. Well, let's get into the non-beaters offense. Personally, they were just a huge letdown around this time. It was sad to see. I mean, you can't really put your finger on it. It's just a letdown. There's nothing more that I can say. Alex, what's your overview? I mean, at least they got 2 goals, but Alex, what's your overview of the non-beaters offense?
Yeah, the non-beaters offense played, I would say good, but they didn't do as much as they got only 2 goals, and but they still did okay, which is better than nothing. But yeah, I would say they still did okay.
All right, well, we love to hear it from you, Alex. Let's get into the non-beaters defense. You could say what defense, but honestly, in the last minute, they put up some decent shot blocks, but were unable to hold the Sokena producers from their 6th goal. Alex, what's your overview of the non-beaters defense?
The non-beaters defense kind of, well, they did poorly. We saw them get scored on 6 times, which was embarrassing to see for that team, and we were not able, and they were not able to defend. They were not able to try their best, but I hope they would take this as a chance to probably improve from their mistakes that they did on
I mean, let's be fair. That was their last
game.
chance at the playoffs. I mean, no doubt they're definitely making the play-ins because no other team right now has a 4-2. But all the 3-2 teams, other than maybe one, can probably make a 4-2. All right. Well, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this amazing game. Make sure to catch us tomorrow where we see the third strikers at home take on the Song Mixers at Neo Tokyo. And, well, make sure to catch the Sokena producers in the selection show, hopefully making the play-ins. And make sure to catch the non-beaters, hopefully making the play-ins or the playoffs in the selection show. That is what I'm going to say for every single team. Because there's no games after this. Until the selection show, Selection Sunday, there's no games after this. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the final Season 2 regular season Game 1 game. What about that? Well, without further ado, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Alex, you want to say anything to the people before we go?
You nailed it,
All right.